So you were saying about you was applying to different things.
I went and I stayed underneath the freeway in one of those little cabins, and that's when I had a roommate, and she stole all my shit. I left, and I came back, my stuff was gone. I ran up to the office, and I said, hey, my roommate just took all my stuff. And they said, well, she's moving out. Well, she's moving out with my stuff. So he goes, just wait, she's supposed to be coming back to make sure she didn't leave nothing behind. I go, okay, and I waited, and when she came in, I jumped on her.
What do you mean you jumped on her?
We started fighting.
You beat her ass?
Yes. I don't care how old I am. I'm not going to let somebody come steal everything I have. I had cases of water, cases of soda, cases of soups. You know, I had all kinds of stuff for me to make it.
Right.
You know, so I didn't have to ask nobody. You know, boxes of chips, cookies, you know. It's hard. It's hard to come up like that.
Right. Did you have food stamps? Or?
No, that came out of my pocket.
From your auto recycling?
Yes.
Wow.
That's why I
And so that kind of dramatized you to have another roommate.
Yeah.
And how long ago was this?
About a year and a half ago.
Oh, recent.
Mm-hmm. Recent.
Wow. So if you can have another chance, what would you do?
Not have a roommate.
Not have a roommate.
I'd want to be by myself. You know, lock my own door. It's locked.
Right.
That was traumatizing. I wanted to hurt that girl something bad.
Yeah, because I'm sure she was in the same situation. She didn't know how to hustle her own, so she took yours.
Yeah. So.
I've been listening to the news, how they've been trying to help people off the streets. My theory is, when people are adapted to being homeless, they want to stay homeless.
Well, that's because I don't want to put up with the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to have to go into a trailer with another roommate.
Mm-hmm.
I can't afford it. And I don't want it. You know, because they didn't do nothing about it. I was at fault because I jumped on her. I gave her a chance to say sorry. I gave her a chance to tell me something.
Right.
All she could say was, I took your stuff. Well, then you take this ass whooping. And that's as simple as that. And if I got my ass beat then I deserve it. You know? But I didn't think, you know, I don't know, I got a lot of faith.
Faith is good.
Hope is good.
That too.
I remember my dad always, without hope, Kathy, you might as well be dead. So I got a lot of faith and a lot of hope.
Let me ask you this. What are you good at? Like, talent? Like, soul?
Talent?
I mean, everybody got a talent in their heart.
I used to be a school teacher, 7th grade math.
No kidding.
No, for Russell continuation.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you're good at math?
Mm-hmm. I used to do auto body. Auto body. I can fix a car. It can come to me all banged up, and I can fix it like new. And my people like my work because I use very little Bondo.
Wow.
And I take pride in what I do.
That's awesome. Well, my idea is I'll be trying to have an opportunity for people to get back on their feet. And the community have all these new households open up and states and people have been living in tents for years, but the ones who are not moving their house, like the ones who, like yourself, to have like experience of being homeless for years. That's the most interesting part about it. I mean, do you plan on doing this your whole life?
No. No. As soon as I get my money, I can pay for my own rent. I'll go and I'll find me a little apartment, pay my rent, and just be, hi, how are you? And be left, you know.
Yeah.
I don't have to have a roommate. I don't have to have nobody paying my bills. I pay my own bills.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know what it takes to keep a roof over my head.
And I know you say you recycle, so how much do you get per week for recycling?
Depends on how bad I want to go out there and do it.
Right.
When I know I got something coming up and I got to pay money, I got to make that money.
Uh-huh.
No, Bolo.
Can you take him inside?
No.
Yes.
Bella, in.
Go in, Bolo. Go in. Good boy.
Sorry about that.
Uh-huh. So, you know, I have to do it like that. If I got a bill coming up or if I made a bill somewhere, I got to pay it. I know I got to pay it.
Right. So now you're on the streets and you're living in a van and your income is recycling. How much you get for your recycling per week?
Okay, like that bag I got on my buggy right now.
Mm-hmm.
I just got that today, and it's a black bag and it's almost full. So it costs maybe $15.
In a week?
No, that's a day. I hustle at least maybe on a good day, maybe $25, $30 to $40.
Okay.
I hustle. But that means that's going to support my habit, that's going to support my food habit, that's going to support my clothes habit, my washing. You know, I got to look at all those things.
Where do you bathe at?
Well, I usually go over to a friend's house and they'll let me bathe over there. I can pay this one guy. He wants $10, so I go give it to him and do that and clean his bathroom.
Right. You're a true hustler. For real, for real.
Yeah.
And you're 67 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You got the biggest smile ever.
Well, like I say, I'm not going to let them get me down.
Right.
There's hope out there. There's hope out there for me.
I hear you. Well,
Go on. Go in.
thank you so much for the interview.
You're welcome.
Come here.
You're welcome.
I know more people need to be expressed to where real life stuff, to where some people lose their houses over finances, but there are those who been homeless for years and lost family trust and lost family finances. You're just on your own completely, just recycling. I am glad that you got some people that you can, you know, like you said, bathe in your shower and they charge you $10.
That's what it is, you know?
Right. Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Junior. Thank